Okay. I'll keep my chair, my blocks handy if we need them later. We'll get started in standing position. So in standing position, we start with our joint mobilizing today. Okay, so joint movements. We also call it as a loosening exercises or warm-up stretches. So this idea is to increase the range of motion of every joint and also to bring that movement and remove that tightness which we have in the mornings. Okay, so let's start with the up and down movement. Just up and down. Head movement. Shoulders are relaxed. Just up and down. And again, no need to rush and go as much pace as you want. Very good. Now come back to the center, stop the movement, drop the right ear and the left. So I'm side to side. So the idea is to stretch that side muscles. Side to side. Very good. And then come back to the center. Turn the head to the right, to the left. Once again, to the right and left. Let's continue that. Very good. And come back to the center. Very good. Now, let's bring our hands to the shoulders. And let's start to take shoulder rotations. Okay, so bring the elbows closer. Open them wide. Once again, bring them closer. Open them wide. Very good. Nice circles. Very good. Now, once you open them wide, next time the elbows come closer, let's take it in the opposite way. So you're moving backwards and then coming front. Very good. Nice. And then come back to the center, release, drop the arms. Very good. Now, let's do a little elbow stretch. Very good. Stretch and open. Very good. Let's do that 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very good. Release. Shake it off. Nice. Now we are going to do our wrist joint movement. So stretch the palms to the front. And you can always do these warm-ups sitting in the chair like the upper body. And you can then stand up for the lower body. You can always do that. Let's do circles. Just circling the wrist joints. Both sides. Very good. And come back to the center. Give a stretch. Make a tight fist. Open. Once again, tight fist. Open. Make a tight fist with your hands. Squeeze and open. Once again, tight fist. And let's do that 1 more time. Very good. Now, make a tight fist and draw circles. Very good. Both sides. And slowly release. Very good. Shake it off. Nice. Now, from here, let's do a little forward and back bend. So our feet are a little wider. So if they are too close, you can keep them a little wide. Let's do a little forward bend and back bend. Again, forward and back. Again, going as much as it feels good. Keep your eyes open. Very good. Nice. And then slowly come back, stretch back, and come back to the center. Now, from here, let's take a twisting movement. So I'm twisting to both sides. And again, you can keep your arms at the shoulder or the hips, sorry, at the chest level. If you want to open the arms, you can open the arms here. Open. Yeah. That gives a little more stretch to the back. Open the arms. Nice. And 1 more time. Slowly release, stop. Stop the movement. Very good. Now, from here, I'm going to turn to one side and reach as if I'm trying to reach the top shelf. So give a stretch. Very good. Once again, reach and reach. Both sides. So take your time, take your turns to right and left side. We feel the stretch into the back. Reach the top shelf. Very good. Once again, reach and reach. Release. Very good. Now, let's bring our feet a little wider, maybe as wide as the hips. sorry, as wide as the mat. Hands to the hips. Now, stretch one side and take a side bend, any one side, and then the other, side bends. So again, you can do it whichever way feels good to your body and going as much as it feels good. Very good. Side twisting, side forward, backward bend, and this is side bending. So we are doing all the movement of the spine. Very good. And then slowly come back. Release. Hands to the hips. Let's put them together and get into the hip region. So circling through the hips, hip rotation. Very good. Moving through the hips. Nice. Come back to the center. Let's take it to the opposite side. Very good. Be mindful which movement feels good and which doesn't feel good. If there's any movement which hurts, which causes pain, you don't want to do that. Maybe go a little easy on those. And then come back to the center. Very good. Bring your feet closer. I'm going to grab my chair. Now you can either grab the chair or just go near a wall or a side table. We are going to do a little knee stretches, and you can always do this sitting on the chair if you would like. Okay, so we are going to do just front and back of the knee. So just kicking the knee here, front and back. Very good. And you can, if you're sitting on the chair and doing this, I'm just going to show this. You can always do this, but you want to lift your leg and then do it. Okay, so you still can do it sitting on the chair, but you want to lift that leg off the chair and do it. Very good. Now, come back to the center. Let's do a couple more times. Joyce just joined us. So let's just do a couple more times. Very good. Now stop the movement, side to side. Very good. Stop the movement. Now, see if you can draw circles. As if your toes are pointing and they are drawing circles. Both sides. That gets tricky, isn't it? Circles. Coming back to the center. Release. Ooh, you can feel that into the legs, right? Now, let's take it to the other side. You can keep the chair where it is. You can move the chair on the other side if you like. That's fine too. Hold on to the chair, any support. And let's do a little front and back. Very good. Now, when you're stretching this is the knee joint working. You're not moving much into the hip region. Okay, it's mainly the knee. Now, stop the movement. And now, when you take the knee side to side, you're also working into the hips. Very good. And come back to the center and circles. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. And release. Just a few times, right, both sides. Very good. Now, let's do the similar thing on the ankle joint. Again, I'm going to hold on to the chair. This is not about balance. Right leg goes off the mat and up and down. Point and flex the toes. Again, you can do this sitting on the chair. Just lift your leg off the chair and just do up and down. Very good. And then draw circles. As if your toes are holding a pencil and you're drawing a circle. Both sides. Very good. Stop the movement, release. Let's take it to the other side. Again, point and flex. At your own pace, stretch. And draw circles. Very good. Both sides. And come back to the center. Very good. Reach back in neutral. Now slowly release. Release the chair, come back into standing. So that takes like 10 to 15 minutes. If you're doing it slowly, 20 minutes maybe. Try to incorporate these loosening exercises every day morning when you get off the bed. Maybe spend some time doing these. Just starts to give a mobility to all the joints, right? Now let's come into our standing asanas. We are directly diving into standing poses. Feet are wide as the hips. Make sure they're nice and parallel. So you're putting equal weight on both the legs. Heels, knees, and hips are in the same line. Now if your back starts to round, stretch those shoulders, pull the shoulders back and stand taller. So as if you're kind of reaching the crown towards the sky and your feet are reaching the mat. So you're stretching your back lengthwise. Tall spine. This is mountain pose, standing with alignment, standing equal weight on both legs, and back is nice and tall. Now, once you're here, slowly, gently lift the toes, press the toes, lift the heels, press the heels, and then press the outer and inner edges. I'm just doing it a couple times, and then I'm going to stop those stretches and just press through all the corners of the feet. Okay, toes, heels, and arches, and then stand taller. So you feel the length into the spine. You might even feel into the leg muscles. Maybe you feel into the knees, maybe the glutes. Stand taller. With each breath, see if you can reach that sky a little more. Let's take 4 breaths here. If you're used to the abdominal breathing, I want you to engage the abdominal breathing here. So exhaling, belly sinks inside. Suck the belly in. Inhale, let it expand. Exhale and suck the belly in. Very good. Once again. Very good. Now, the next inhale, let's reach up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, synchronize the breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Now, bring your palms to touch, elbows to touch in front of the heart. Okay? Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it in. Once again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Very good. Slowly release. Nice. Now, from here, bring your hands to the heart, interlacing the fingers. Okay? You're going to stretch the palms outside. Bring it in. Once again, inhale, out. Exhale, bring it in. And 1 more time. Very good. Come back to the center. Now, reach all the way up. Come back to the center. We are going to stretch lengthwise. Inhale. Once again, inhale. And last one. Reach. Come back to the center. Very good. Release. Nice. Now, those are all the stretches, upper body stretches that also works on the breathing and the shoulder movement. Now, from here, let's come into our yoga poses, standing yoga poses. We are going to do our lateral bending pose. So let's bring our arms alongside of the body. From here, we are going to slowly lift the right arm up, turn the palm, and then slowly go up. Right arm goes up. Very good. Now, once you're here, take some time, press through the feet, take a nice inhale, take a side bend as you exhale. Now, once you exhale and side bend, keep breathing normally, never hold the breath. And let's hold this stretch, side bending stretch. You're feeling that into the whole side body. Very good. Keep pressing through those feet. Nice. Stay there. 1 more breath. And then press through the feet, come up. And reach, release. Release the palms. Take some time. Eyes can remain open or closed. And feel the difference. Your right arm feels way longer than the left. Very good. Now, let's take that on the other side. Since the lateral bending stretches the whole side body. Feel the difference, and we are going to do it on the left side. Okay. Now, be mindful how the shoulder feels. You can always go a little easy on the side, which is a little sore, or if it's not in a great condition today. Now, let's take that left arm goes up. Turn the palm, reach up. Again, press through the feet, give a stretch, and take a side bend. Side stretch. Very good. Stay there. Very good. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Other shoulder is relaxed. Stretching through the left side. and slowly come up. Reach, release, and relax. Both the arms feel longer now. Let the feet go a little wide. Take a standing relaxation. Exhale out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale. Let it go. Now, whatever we do the breathing during our yoga practices, they not only help to calm down the breath, but it also shifts your nervous system. If you have a habit of getting anxious, overwhelmed, this open mouth exhalation starts to relax the system internally. So it shifts the nervous system. So feel free to do that during the day when you're tired, when too many things are happening. Maybe sit on the floor, sit on the chair, and just do some open mouth exhalations, longer exhales, okay? Now, from here, let's take a forward bending pose. So we're going to take that wide stance. Now I'm going to grab my blocks here. Depending on how you feel in your back, if you don't want to go too low, you can always use the chair. Carol, we did this on Wednesday. You can use the chair and do it, okay? Feel free to modify the way it feels good on your body. Let's take a wide stance. Feet are wide. Very good. And again, it's optional. If you're using the blocks, you don't need the chair. If you're using the chair, you don't need the blocks, okay? Feet are wide. They are in the same line. So heels are in the same line. As wide as they feel good. Press through those feet, just like our mountain. And then nice tall spine. So I'm stretching that back lengthwise. And then I'm going to start to bend forwards, hands on the hips, hinging through the lower back. Once I hinge through the lower back, I can bring my palms on the block. You can also bring it on the chair. If you're using the chair, you can stretch the chair away from your body and give a stretch. Now, depending on how you feel comfortable, you can go deeper or stay right here. Lowering the height of the blocks or bringing them closer to the body will deepen the stretch. Very good. Now, whichever position you are, you want to keep stretching the tailbone and the crown in opposite direction. Okay? So as if you're stretching your back lengthwise. So tailbone and the crown moves in the opposite way. Crown reaches in front and the tailbone reaches back. Or if you're already going all the way down, crown is reaching the floor. Trying to reach the floor. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. We stay here for 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Feel that deep stretch into the legs, deep stretch into the back. Very good. Now, when you feel ready, slowly bring your hands to the hips one at a time. Bend your knees, press your feet into the mat and slowly come up. Nice, very good. I like that everybody used their own modifications, and that's good. Each of us feel different in the body. Each stretch feels different in our bodies, isn't it? So you want to see how that feels good, whether the chair or the block. That was forward bending. Let's do a complementary back bend. Okay, let's keep our feet a little wider. Bring your hands to the hips. Fingers are pointing front. Elbows are pointing back. Okay, so my hands are this way. Now, again, stretch through that lower back, bend backwards. Come back up. And let's do that 4 times. Bend backwards. Come back up. Keep your eyes open. Very good. And last one. Very good. Now, if you want to hold, let's bend backwards and hold that pose for just a couple breaths. Those who don't want to hold it, you can just repeat it like what we did before. Just coming back and going back and forth, okay? Now, those who want to try holding, let's bend backwards and hold that stretch. Keep breathing. And slowly come back up. Very good, release. Those are some good movements for the back. Let's come back to the center. Bring your feet a little wider. Let's draw circles. Very good. Just drawing circles with the hips. And notice if this feels different than what you did in the beginning of the class. We did this hip rotation before we did all the stretches. Notice how it feels now. Maybe it feels a little lighter, maybe it's the same. Okay, come back to the center. Very good. Now, let's work on our balance. I'm going to grab my chair for this one. Keep it on the right side. We're going to stand on one leg, doing one leg mountain pose, okay? Which means just standing on one leg, nothing fancy. Now, when you stand on one leg, I'm just going to demonstrate here. When you stand on one leg, once you get steadiness, you can bring both the hands on the hips. First, you start with one hand, then the other. If you want, you can bring your hands to the heart. Now, leaving the hands alone might start to trigger the tremors. So you want to keep your hands somewhere, right? So even if you're letting go the hand, you want to keep your palms pressing or maybe hands to the hips. That will help to not get into that tremor stage, because the moment your hands are left alone, they start shaking, isn't it? So you want to keep it either on the either on the hips, or you can bring the palms to touch. That is only if you're able to find steadiness. The first primary goal is to find a little steadiness in our balance, right? So let's start working step by step. Before we start standing on one leg, let's do the drill where we practice stopping the fall, okay? So I'm going to hold my chair. I'm going to imagine as if I'm standing on that right leg, get the left leg off the mat, and then I'm going to stomp my left foot and stop the fall there. That's the movement body does as an instinct to stop the fall. So we are just practicing that here again and again. Stop the fall. Stop the fall. This is to keep that muscle memory to stop the fall, stop the losing of balance, right? Very good. Let's do that one more time, maybe 3 more times. The more we do it, the more muscle memory develops. And let's do that one more. Very good. Now notice if you're standing here, you're letting go, you're stopping the fall again, right? That's happening. Right? Now let's do here. Let's do our balance. One leg mountain. Feet are wide as the hips. We stand just like the mountain pose. So remember in mountain, we were trying to reach the crown up. We were trying to press the feet. So stretch that back lengthwise. Okay? Holding on to the chair. Before we stand on right leg, keep staring at a point in front of your eyes, something which is not moving. So do not look at my image on the screen, because I might sway, I might fall, I might move my hands. So you want to stare at something which is not moving. Once you have fixed your gaze, you're going to let go that left leg off the mat and stand taller on the right leg. Very good. Keep staring at a point. One hand stays on the chair, one hand is on the hip. Take some time to get steadiness. Take your time. Once you find a little steadiness, see if you can let go the chair. Just tiptoeing the fingers. Or maybe the right hand goes on the hips too. Take your time. Keep staring at a point. Very good. And slowly release. Maybe better than yesterday, or maybe it was better yesterday. I don't know, right? Either of the two. Okay, it gets better with practice. We keep doing this every week. Okay, now remember, whenever you're standing on that right leg, if you're getting all that weight on the right side, you want to bring that chair closer and stand nice and tall. Okay, so don't lean on the chair. Now let's take it on the other side. Feel the difference on the right and left side. Once again, we start here by practicing stopping the fall on this side. I'm going to hold that chair on this side. Stand on the left leg and then stomp that right foot on the mat. Stand on the left leg, stomp that right foot. Once again, stomp the foot. Very good. Stop the fall. Very good. And let's do that 4 more times. Very good. Nice. Come back to the center. Very good. And maybe one side moves faster than the other, right? Some of us find that difference in our reaction in the body on the right and left, and that's okay. We start by standing on both feet. Going to hold on to that left side, either on the chair or the wall. Keep staring at a point, something which is not moving. Now, when I feel ready, I'm going to start to let go my right leg off the mat and stand taller on the left leg. Very good. Take that time to find steadiness. Keep staring at a point. Fix your gaze. And only if you feel okay, you let go the chair, tiptoe the fingers maybe. Staring at a point. Very good. Slowly release. Very good. I just somehow like to do the balancing ones. I like to keep working on it because it's a challenge every time. And it gets on and off some days. Okay, let's do a little hip circles again, evening it out. Very good, both sides. Very good. Now, slowly come back to the center. Now, let's lower ourselves on the mat and we're going to get into our tabletop position. Okay, so slowly lower down and get down to the mat. And see if you can come into our tabletop position. Okay, in tabletop position, knees are under the hips, palms are under the shoulders, fingertips, fingers, and palms on the mat. Now coming to a neutral back position first, press through those palms, press through the knees and top of the feet. Now from here, inhale, long spine, exhale, tuck the tailbone in. Once again, inhale, long spine. Exhale, curl the back. Pull the center of the spine up, chin to the chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Very good. Very good. Now come back to the center. Now from here, we are going to come into our downward facing dog. So again, make sure your fingertips, fingers, and palms are on the mat. Tuck the toes in, keep the knees bent, and start to lift the hips up, pushing the hips to the back wall. So again, nice inversion. Now, if any of you don't feel comfortable with this, you can skip this part. If it feels good, bicycle those legs here. Press the right heel, press the left. Very good. And then start to lift the tailbone up, pushing the tailbone to the back wall. Very good. Stay there. One more breath. And slowly lower the knees. Lower the knees. Lower the hips to the heels. Child's pose. Just take a moment here. Exhale out completely. That was a nice inversion. Full stretch to the body. It improves the blood flow to the head and neck region. Take a moment here in child's pose and notice the breathing. Keep your eyes open. Slowly come up and lower your hips to the mat, and we are going to sit into a seated posture. Slowly come up. Whichever way you want to move, come into a sitting position. Now, once you sit on the mat, release the legs. Very good. Take a moment here. Stretch out those legs, point and flex the toes. Very good. Now, from here, let's bring our legs closer. We are going to do our half butterfly. We start with the right side. You can keep your left palm on the mat. Bend that right knee. And let's just do a little half butterfly stretch up and down. Now, again, be mindful how this feels on your hips. This is a good hip stretch. If your hips feel good with this, it's a good one to keep that hips moving, improving the blood flow. But if this anything is causing pain, you don't want to do these stretches. Okay, up and down. Very good. Slowly stop the movement, release. Let's take it to the other side. Bend that left knee and let's do our up and down on left side. Very good. Now slowly release. Release the legs. Now, let's see if we can bend both the knees. Once you bend the knees, feet are facing each other. See if you can bring them closer. As close as they feel comfortable. Doesn't have to be too much. Once you bring them closer as much as they can, hold those feet together with your hands. I'm interlacing the fingers and I'm kind of holding them with my fingers. Okay. Once I'm here, I'm going to do butterfly on both sides. Flapping of the butterflies. Very good. Now, let's open the knees as much as they can and take a gentle forward stretch, just forward hinging. That might feel the nice stretch into the back, into the hips. Again, mindful of how it feels. One more breath. And then slowly come up, release. Release the knee, release the legs. Very good. Come back to the center. Nice. Now, from here, we are going to do our spinal twisting. I'm going to show you sideways here. Let's release the legs here. Legs come closer. Once you're here, let's bend our right knee, right foot on the mat, and I'm going to keep my right palm behind. Okay, once I keep my right palm behind, press into that palm and tall spine. Now, once I'm here, let my knee not fall. Keep that knee where it is comfortable. Hug the knee and twist to the right side. How much ever you can, looking over the right shoulder. Very good. You can hold on to that right knee and hug that right knee with your left arm. Very good. Keep breathing, looking over the shoulder. Very good. Feel that twist. And Joyce, you can always hold that right knee with your left hand, okay? Yeah, there you go. And look over the right. Nice. One more breath. And slowly release. Untwist and come back to the center. Very good. I like that twisting stretch. Come back to the center. Very good. Feel the difference on right and left side. Let's do it on the other side. When you're ready, left foot on the mat. Again, you can bring it as close as it feels comfortable. Once you're here, left palm is behind the left hip. Again, press that left palm, get that tall spine, hug that right knee and twist to the left side. Hug that left knee and twist to the left, sorry, not the right. Twist to the left, very good. Keep breathing. Two more breaths. Slowly release. Come back to the center. Very good. Now the idea is to just twist the spine. So anytime you don't want to do the knee bend, you can always twist on both sides, just with the legs stretched out too. So you can always do that, okay? Come back to the center. Now, let's lie down on the mat and we'll do some back stretches. Coming to the top of the mat, arms come parallel, nice tall spine. Squeeze the legs in closer and lower very slow. Now, if you don't want to do this, you can always support the elbow and come down. Slowly release. Very good. Once you release yourself here, bring your knees into the chest. Hug the knees closer to the chest. That stretches the whole back side. And then rock side to side. Bringing the knees into the chest, rocking side to side gives a nice massage to the back. Very good. Nice massage. And then slowly come back to the center. Very good. Slowly release the feet on the mat. Nice. Now, from here, let's bring our feet as wide as the mat. And let's open the arms at the shoulder level. Arms are facing up. Very good. Shoulders are relaxed. Now, let the arms stretched out this way and let them stay there. Let's drop our knees to the left and to the right. So windshield wipers. Just dropping them side to side slowly. Very good. Side to side. Very good. Come back to the center. You already feel that into the lower back. Now, let's drop the knees to the left. Keep them there. And see if you can turn your head to the right. Very good. Stay there. Spinal twisting stretch. Now, if you are used to the practice, if you want to add a little more here, you can lift your left foot and keep it on the top of the right knee. That is just an option. Breathing. Feel that stretch into the back, into the shoulders. Now, when you're ready, slowly release. Bring yourself back to the center. Turn your head back to neutral. And let's take it to the other side. Now, slowly drop the knees to the right. Turn the head to the left. Once again, keep breathing. And twisting on this side. If you want, you can place your right foot on the top of the left knee. That is optional. Slowly release. Release the twist, release the head and neck region. Come back to the center, release the arms closer to the body. And walk your feet closer to each other. Now, when you're ready, bring your knees into the chest. Hug the knees closer and rock side to side. Good. Come back to the center. Now, from here, we are going to do our wind-free pose. So bring your knees closer to each other as if they are sticking to each other. And then bring both the knees closer to the chest. So you're pressing your abdominal region. Now, once you're here, keep pressing those knees closer to the body. When you feel ready, exhale and lift your head, neck, and shoulders, bringing your nose closer to the knees. Now, if this is too intense for your neck muscles, you can just do the legs part, which you press your legs into the abdomen. Wind-free pose. Very good. Stay there. Couple more breaths. Never hold the breath. And then slowly lower the head, neck, and shoulders. Release the feet on the mat. Exhale out completely. Release the feet, release the arms. Take a nice breath in through the nose, inhale. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, inhale. And let it go. Very good. Now, from here, let's come into our back bend. So we're going to bring our feet, walking them closer to the hips. So as much close as they can, come to the hips. Very good. Now, once they get closer to the hips, keep your feet on the mat, palms on the mat alongside of the body. We're going to come into a back bend. So press through the feet and palms, lift into bridge, lifting the lower back, belly towards the sky. Exhale, lower back down. Once again, inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it down. And let's do that 4 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. Once again. Synchronize the breathing and movement. Press through the feet. Press through the palms. Very good. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale down. Lower down. Notice the changes. Very good. Now, let's do that back bend, bridge pose, and let's hold that stretch. Now, press through the feet and palms. Slowly lift the lower back, middle back, all the way off the mat. Keep lifting the belly up, and let's hold that bridge pose. Press through the heels, press through the toes, press through the arches. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. And then slowly lower the bridge. Slowly release. Middle back, lower back, and the tailbone. Ease. Bring your knees into the chest. Rock side to side just to even it out. Very good. Slowly come back to the center. Now from here, let's come into happy baby pose. Again, you can hold your big toes or your ankles. Open the legs wide and rock side to side. Rocking side to side. Extending that massage to the whole spine. Very good. Let's continue that for a couple more breaths. You can either continue to rock or you can find a stillness. And then slowly release. Stop the movement, release the feet on the mat. And let's come into our final resting pose. We're coming into relaxation. Now you can lie down in Shavasana, which is final relaxation. You can have a blanket or bolster under the knees. If lying down on the back doesn't feel good to the back, you can always bend the knees, feet wide, knees closer. You can come into any relaxing position you would like. And once you find that relaxing position, start to relax the whole body as if you're letting go. Letting go the tightness, letting go the holding back. And relax the whole body here. Close your eyes. And let the whole body relax and release completely. If there's any tightness, tension, if those are any muscles which are squeezing to get tighter, bring some movement to those parts and release them. Let the whole body relax completely. Close your eyes and bring your attention to the breathing, to the body parts, to all the sensations. How do the legs feel? How do the arms and back feels? Relax. Relax completely. Welcoming you to a guided relaxation. As I call out the names of different parts of your body, I want you to bring your attention to those parts. This is called as deep relaxation technique, where we focus on different parts of the body and start to move our awareness from one part to another, and then we relax the whole body. Closing your eyes, relax the toes, relax the arches and the heels of both the feet. Relax the ankle joints, calf muscles, knee joints. Relax the inner thighs, outer thighs, the back of the thighs and the quadriceps in the front. Release the hip joints on the mat. If your glutes and buttocks feel tighter as if they're holding back, tightening, release them. Relax the tension. Relax the hips on both sides. Release the lower back, middle back. Relax the upper back and shoulders. Drop the shoulders towards the mat. Let them release. Relax the arms, elbows, forearms, and the wrist joints. Release the fingers, palms. Bring your attention to the belly button. The belly moves up and down with the breath. Notice the abdominal breathing, moving in a rhythm. Relax the chest and the abdomen. Relax the neck muscles, front and back and sides of the neck. Relax the jaw, maybe open and close the mouth. Moving jaw side to side. Slowly relax the entire face. Cheeks, chin, nose, ears, eyes, forehead. All the facial muscles are relaxed. Let that attention go beyond the forehead to the scalp, all the way to the back of the head. The whole body is completely relaxed. From the crown to the toes. Complete release. complete relaxation. To enhance this relaxation, we'll introduce the sound of Om in our practice today. We always chant the sound of Om throughout the exhalation, and we stretch the sound as long as we exhale. When we breathe through the sound of Om, it deepens our exhalation, and the sound energy creates the vibrations in our mind, in our body, which calms down the system. Let us chant the sound of Om together. Inhaling for Om, inhale. Om. Very good. One more time, inhale. Om. Very good. One last one. Inhale. The resonance of the sound and the silence. Without opening the eyes, slowly bring movements in your fingers and toes. Head turns side to side. And then when you feel ready, slowly bring movements coming out of stillness. Bend your knees. Feet come closer and knees into the chest. And then hug your knees with your arms, rock side to side. Slowly turn to the right side. If it feels okay, stay on the right side for a couple breaths. Slowly come up for comfortable. Any comfortable seat. Bring your palms to touch around the palms. Place it on the eyes. Make a cup of your hands and place it on the eyes. Slowly release. Blink your eyes open. So before we end our practice today, we are going to do one more thing. We are going to do our B breath today. So this is one of the breathing techniques in yoga practice. It is called as pranayama. Pranayama is regulation of your breathing in Sanskrit. Okay, so we have multiple breathing exercises. Today we are going to do the B breath. We have done this before. We are going to use the sound of a humming bee. Make the sound of a humming bee as we exhale. Okay, so I'll demonstrate it. Just don't do it. Just watch me first. I'm going to plug my ears with my index finger so that way the sound remains inside the body. Okay, so that sound vibrates inside your head and neck region. So I'm going to plug my ears. You don't have to do this. Just watch me first, plugging my ears. Then I'm going to breathe in through the nose, and when I'm exhaling, I'm making a humming sound. Now I stretch that sound as long as I can stretch the exhale. And that might be different for each of us, right? Our exhalation might be longer. Some of us have a shallow exhale, and that's okay. We stretch that sound as long as we exhale. Okay, so just watch first. We'll do it together. Okay, I'm going to breathe in through the nose first. Okay, so steady release of that humming sound as long as you exhale. Now we are going to do it 5 times at your own pace. Okay, let's plug our ears. Inhaling through the nose. Once again, inhale. Finish your practice. Close your eyes and just notice the effect. Bhramari Pranayam or V breath improves the depth of your breathing. The sound energy creates vibrations into the head and neck region, which has an effect on the nervous system. It improves your memory power, concentration, and also helps to calm the mind. Let's bring our hands to the heart. Moment of gratitude for this practice, gratitude for this body, for this amazing power and wisdom, and gratitude for the community and friends that support us. Let this practice and the benefits walk with you beyond the mat. Bringing your hands to the third eye, healing thoughts, hands to the lips, healing words, hands to the heart, healing intentions. It was an honor to guide you all in the practice. The light in me salutes the light present in you. Namaste.
Namaste.
Let's do palming once again. This is good for the eyes. Now, if you have glasses, you can take the glasses off and then rub the palms. Make a cup of your hands, place it on the eyes. Feel the warmth, slowly release. Blink your eyes open. Thank you everyone for joining today.